Hey guys, what's up? It's Fail Trigger here with another Game Theory video. Today we're going to talk about trigger use, how to better use your triggers. Alright, so my setup right now is a turn 3 setup. Basically I have one Amaterasu, two interceptors, and one booster backing up my Amaterasu. In this case I have 4 triggers and 1 Brachy. Now my opponent has an opposing, in this situation my opponent will have an opposing Overlord, which means the Overlord will be at 11 base. So my Nahalem nor my Brachy can hit it. Brachy can use a skill, which is fine because I have another one in hand, so I can just call it anyways. But I'm also losing a shield at the same time. Nahalem can't touch him, and the only one that can touch him is CEO. Now I can just attack with CEO and pray for a trigger check, but that's too risky, especially since I have 4 in my hand. So in this situation, a lot of more people that are new to the game would like to basically put out triggers on the field, which is bad, simply because you lose shields. Remember, every single time you put out units to the field, you're losing shields, you're losing defensive power, but you're trading it off for offensive power. In this game, you have to find a perfect balance. If you attack too much, if you're putting out too much offensive power, that's fine, but your opponent can easily come back, get rid of your units because you don't have enough to guard with. So in this situation, we have a Lozenge Magus, 1 draw trigger Monica, 1 crit, and another draw trigger. Draw trigger is actually one of the only units that you can play safely, I say that very loosely, to the board, because they're 5k boosters in most cases, and they have 5 shield. Either way, you want to keep them in hand. The only triggers you really want to call out are reusable triggers like Magus. You have Magus and what is it? Battle Riser in this in this set. So basically, you can call it the Magus behind the Nahalem and be fine. But remember, you're still losing guard because Magus does return to the deck, but you're still losing a powerful shield, which is a 10k shield. If you guys can see that, right there. Also, I'll see a lot of people putting on critical triggers, like for example Rakshasa. His effect allows him to gain a boost, which this deck isn't tailored for, but let's just assume the deck is. I use that against 6k guard. Either way, it's not good. I'd rather wait on my own guard than waste such an important trigger and a shield. I mean, it's another 10k. So at this point, you basically just want to swing and hope for those triggers. You can call it the Magus, but remember, you're still losing shield. That's one thing to keep in mind. So depending on the play, you always want to call out separate things. You never want to lose too many shields, but then again, you don't want to have too many shields and too many things in hand so you can't put out a solid offense. So yeah guys, this is a little, just very short tutorial, very brief on better trigger use. And yeah, next up is a Game Theory video on attacking patterns and defensive patterns. So yeah, stay tuned.